Gastroschisis is becoming one of America's fastest growing birth defects because today's youth are just conceiving babies earlier and earlier. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, formerly known as CDC, estimates about 1,871 babies each and every year in the United States are born with gastroschisis. Gastroschisis is basically a birth defect when an infant is born with some of or all of their intestines and other organs sticking outside of their body. Most of the time, this fast-growing birth defect is only on the right side of the umbilical cord through a small hole, but in few cases it is on both sides and sticking out of a larger hole. The reasons are unknown why it is more commonly on the right side rather than the left. Although the small intestines is the most common affected by the birth defect, the large intestine, stomach, and even the liver can sometimes protrude outside the baby's body. Because the intestines are not covered in a protective sac and are exposed to the amniotic fluid, the bowels can be irritable, causing it to shorten, twist, or even swell. On a positive note, gastroschisis occurs early during pregnancy when the muscles that make up the abdominal wall do not form correctly, making it easier to prepare for. Just knowing of the problem early is a huge step in taking the necessary precautions later on. So, that is a brief rundown on gastroschisis. Now, let me discuss what causes it. The CDC reported a list of factors that affect the risk of having a baby with gastroschisis, as they are currently working on one of the largest U.S. studies to understand birth defects called the National Birth Defect Prevention Study. The study is looking at many possible risk factors for birth defects like gastroschisis. The CDC researchers reported some factors of having a baby with gastroschisis. One of the first ones that I've caught my eye is the factor that mothers that use alcohol and tobacco are more likely to have a baby with gastroschisis rather than the ones that don't smoke or drink. Another huge factor of having a baby with gastroschisis is your age. Teenage mothers are more likely to have a baby with gastroschisis than women that are older. The CDC also reported gastroschisis could be genetic. Regardless of the cause of gastroschisis, there are numerous treatments for it. In most cases, and my own case, gastroschisis is corrected surgically. My daughter had gastroschisis, and they used a silo to hang her intestines until the intestines could be gently squeezed back by hand into the right position. In other cases, the intestines are covered with a special pouch until the swelling goes down enough so they can place it back inside the infant and then surgically sew it up. Gastroschisis is recognized as one of the fastest growing birth defects worldwide. Even though the CDC is not sure of the real cause of gastroschisis, we still have many ways to treat it.